All right, it's time to decimal and fraction compare it up. All right. Okay, we have these two decimal numbers, and they're decimal numbers because they both have decimal points. And we're going to compare them. Yeah. Now, the thing is, right away, I see a 4 and I see a 7. And I know 4 is less than 7. Yeah? So is 0.4 less than 0.07? Because 4 is less than 7, right? So is that how it's going to be? Well, let's see. Let's use our visuals and see if that actually works. So this right here, the 4 is in the tenths place. And also, if I put that ghost 0 in, that is really worth 4D hundredths. So you might be like, oh, that's just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not. It's not just 4 hundredths. That's 4D hundredths, which is right here. Okay, so this is actually worth 4 tenths or 4D hundredths. Okay, could be written either way. It's the same amount, but it's all the way to here. If I were to shade it in on a grid, I'd have 10 hundredths, 20 hundredths, 30 hundredths, and 40 hundredths, or 4 tenths. Okay, whereas this guy is 0.07. So I already have my 2 spots after the decimal. So my ghost 0 isn't going to do anything for me here because this is 7 hundredths. This is 7 of the little guys. That's 7 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all that is. So when I go to mark it on the number line, I'm not going to 70 hundredths. I'm going to 7 hundredths. 9, 8, 7. Okay, so this is, the 7 is in the hundredth spot. So this is actually worth 7 hundredths. How many tenths is it? It's not even worth a tenth because it's not even over to the 10th spot, right? I'd have 3 more hundredths for it to make even 1/10. So actually, I was saying 4 is less than 7, but 0.4 is actually greater than 0.07. Why? Well, we saw it on the number line and we saw it with our grids. 0.4 is 4 tenths or 4D cents, whereas 0.07 is 7 hundredths or 7 cents. Yep, so I'm able to make my comparison and use my visuals to prove it. So let's try another one. Both these have 9 in them. So are they going to be the same? Well, the zeros are kind of moved around in this. The zeros are not placed in the same spot. So this one here, go ahead on the number line and put your finger at where you think this 0.90 is going to be. In 3, 2, 1. Now, common mistake would be to put it right here. Did you? If you did, that's okay. You're going to learn from it, okay? Because this is actually 0.09. This is 9 hundredths, 9 little guys. And that's actually this one right here, okay? So I have 9 hundredths on that. But then this one is not in the same spot because do you see the 9 is next to the decimal point? So that's actually 9 tenths or 9D hundredths. That's way over here. Almost equivalent to $1 whole dollar. So that's actually worth 90 cents or 90 hundredths. And if you're thinking in tenths, is that just 1/10, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths? No, that's 9 tenths. So when I'm highlighting these guys, 9 tenths or 90 hundredths is almost this entire thing. It's almost the whole dollar. right? I would only need one more tenth or 10 more cents or 10 more hundredths to get to 1. Whereas this one is only 9 hundredths. It's very close to being 1/10, but it's not even worth a tenth. Okay? It's only 9 cents. So what is my comparison statement going to be? Go ahead and write it on a piece of paper. Write it down. It's good for you. So 0.90 is what compared to 0.09. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Booyah! 90 hundredths is way more than 9 hundredths. Yeah, this is 90 cents, and this one is only 9 cents. So if you're going to write it in cents, that'd be like this. 90 cents is worth more than 9 cents. If you want to put dollar signs on these, you could. You put it at the front, but you don't put a dollar sign and the cent symbol. It's actually technically not correct. All right? Okay, do we need one more? We could, just for good measure, because these are in fractions. They're not in decimals. So does that make you freak out? No, it shouldn't. Just take a calming breath through the nose. Hold it for 4 seconds. And out through the mouth. We got this. Okay. All right, our first one, 7/10. Okay, put your finger on where you think that is. In 3, find it. 2, 1, 0. Is 7/10 right here? No, that's 7/100. I need to go 7/10. So that's 9, 8, 7. 7/10. Yes, people. I feel like you got it. 7/10. That is close to being one whole dollar. All right, let's go to 45 hundredths. 45 hundredths. Oh, so that makes me think of the little guys, but I need 45 of them. All right, put your finger on it in 3. Oh gosh, find it quick. 2. Gosh, don't count it out. That's going to take forever. 1, 0. I'm going to go to 30, 40, 50, and go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 45 right there. 45 of the hundredths. So what do we got? Can we make our comparison? Heck yeah, we can. And if you're like, well, I really want to shade it out. Okay, do it. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10. Whoa, that is a lot. Yes, it's getting close to one whole whatever we're talking about. And then 45, yeah, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I could just go, well, that's the same thing as 4/10 or 40 cents plus 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have my 7/10 being what compared to my 45 hundredths. Did you write this down? Did you write down this comparison? No, write it out, people. Practice. All right, 7/10 is worth less. No, it's not. No, it's not. 7 is smaller than 45, but this was 7/10. 7/10 is actually bigger than 45 because it's 45 hundredths, all right, which is just 45 cents. Whereas this one is 7 cents. No, it's not. It's not 7 cents. Then it would be smaller. That would have to be 7 hundredths. So this is actually 70 cents. All right. Woo, we can do hard things. Yep.